Hey, Jared Jones. If the market is so hot, how come nearly 50% of all new listings last week failed to sell with the first agent that was hired to sell the house? That's what we're talking about today. Everywhere I turn, all over social media, on the news, housing market's making a roaring recovery. And while there is really good indicators to the fact that the housing market is making a recovery, a lot more buyers are pending properties right now. I gotta tell you, an unfortunate and shocking fact is that of all the new listings that hit the market in Central Florida last week, get this, nearly 50%, a full 45% of homes also expired their contract with the first agent that was hired or canceled on the first agent that was hired. So you get that right. There's nearly 3,300 homes hit the market last week. Almost 1,500 of them were going bye-bye the other direction. So there's easy ways to avoid making sure that that does not happen in the housing market. And I'm going to tell you this. You may be on the market. You may have been one of those people coming off the market, or you're just considering this video just for the sake of my interesting face, which is not the truth. But the point is, you just are curious about how does this happen in a world like today when it's all supposed to be easy. I'm going to share with you the 3 top pitfalls that create this type of situation. Number 1 is just blowing the opportunity. Okay, so this includes the seller and the agent. Okay, there's 2 parties involved when the home is being sold. It's a team effort between the agent that's hired and the seller. Okay, the seller can blow the opportunity. Why? Based on lack of preparation, based on being closed-minded to ways of getting the deal done and structured in a way that is beneficial to them. And then the agent's piece of this can be they're just not strong negotiators. So if agents aren't clear on the concept of how to make a variety of inroads with the buying public, then there's just a few tools missing in regards to getting the home sold. That's super important. Number 2 reason why a home will not sell is the house is poorly positioned. So this is actually one of the most important things that takes place, is the house is positioned against far superior homes, and in the end, it does not sell. So one of the things that happens is you hear a frustration in the public and with realtors that say they would not reduce the price. And the owner gets frustrated and the agent's frustrated. And the misunderstanding is this: price never equals what you get in the marketplace. Okay, the asking price doesn't equal what you get, but the asking price is a barometer for pegging your home into the visibility of the marketplace. That means it's positioning. So if you imagine a person that's shopping within a budget of where this house is where the asking price is, the house must shine versus the competitors. When a house looks poor, is poor competition for the competitors, it's just not going to sell. Very common, okay? It's incumbent on the agent, however. I'm not taking anything away from the marketing efforts, because if the property is not brought forward in a way that actually drives high value for that property, tells a great story, which I'm getting to in a moment, then the only thing left for the agent to do is to kill the price, because the presentation is so poor, the price must come down to match a poor presentation. So we're assuming there's a great job in marketing from the jump. Item number 3. The home's story is not well told. Now, the story of a home, I like to say it that way because in my world, I love the marketing aspect of real estate. That is my favorite. I love brainstorming who will buy it. What do they think about when they're buying in this price range? What is the history of the home? What did the seller do for the property? I like to know all those things. I like to bring that story to the public. If you follow me, you understand I like to tell the story of any house that I'm selling. But I also feel like a lot of these homes that come off the market the first time, it was done with really poor storytelling, on the part of the actual person who's hired to market the house. That's really important, because if the seller's done their job in positioning, the seller's done their job in preparing for the opportunity at hand with the house being ready and done right, then the only thing left is the demand of the market coming to that property, and that is controlled by the agent. That's the number one thing an agent's supposed to do, is drive demand for the homeowner. So if the agent does a poor job of articulating the home to the public, and you can see this frustration. If I were to call these 1,500 people that came off the market, you would hear a whole host of stories like, I have this pool house, but I couldn't even tell in the marketing of my home that I'm offering this additional guest space with my home, or whatever it is. Sometimes it's as simple as a terrible photography or a terrible presentation and writing of the home. And all those things matter in a world today where the buyer is heavily dependent on the internet for the buying experience. So that's it. Those are the three things. If you're considering a sale and you'd like to get an idea of how your home story could be told, reach out to me. More than happy to answer any question you have. Thanks for watching. And by the way, like and subscribe my content. We're gonna keep pushing great content that you can appreciate. Follow us, like, subscribe. We're on nearly every social media platform known to man. Talk to you real soon.
Jared Jones is the way to go. Call 706-5000.